What's going on, my fam sizzles? Welcome to this day's welcome to today's episode. Today I want to talk about Googling yourself and then actually before I do that, I had before I talk about that, I had somebody come up to me the other day and they said, DJ iSizzle, why aren't you more famous? Why hasn't the entire United States heard of you? Why hasn't the world heard of you? And I was like, hmm, I guess that's a good question. I never really seek to be famous. So I went to the Google and I typed it in, and the AI showed up, and the AI said, "You have no hit songs, DJ iSizzle. That is why you're not famous." Also, and they were nice. The AI was very nice. It said, "You're a very highly celebrated wedding DJ from the Pacific Northwest. So you are regional, or no, regional? No, you're in a specific area. I guess that's regional. You're in a specific area up in the Pacific Northwest, that little corner up there in the United States that no one ever knows about. But the rest of the United States, everyone else is more famous." So I was like, that's cool. Um, so a little bit about that. Like, I mean, everybody's famous nowadays, right? Like with TikTok, YouTube, social media, like everyone's famous, right? Influencers, they're a level of fame. Um, People in their industry. That's something that I had to learn a while ago. I had to learn about the different like levels of fame. Like, so I grew up on Lopez Island, the San Juan Island, small island, couple thousand people up there. Everyone pretty much knew each other up there. In the winter, it slows way down. A lot of people leave. Spring, summer, everybody comes up, visits. They, you know, they rent cabins, they rent places on the beach. They come up there, they stay for the summer. They have a second home up there, and everybody knows everybody up there for the most part. And that's a level of fame, right? Like hometown fame, everybody knows you. And then you have regional fame, I guess, would be within the Pacific Northwest. And then you have the United States fame. So there's musicians that are amazingly famous in the US, but if you go outside of the US, no one's ever heard of them. And that's likewise. Like if you go to the United Kingdom and you look up a bunch of artists, uh, these artists are huge over there. They can sell out arenas. No one knows them in the US. So there's different types of fame. And then there's worldwide fame, right? So AI said, DJ iSizzle, you are in the Pacific Northwest. You're prestigious, but you're not really famous. And I was like, that's fine. I don't want to be famous. I just want to be amazing at being a wedding DJ in the Pacific Northwest. That's my goal. I just want to be the best wedding DJ and MC in the Pacific Northwest, and I am fine. I don't want the fame. With fame and what I've seen from fame is you're going to be on like TMZ and covers of magazines and Walmart and other places. Like, no, dude, I like to go out. I like to just go out and just be. I don't want people snapping my photo and posting videos and being on the news and all that stuff. I'm good. I don't want any of that. Like, I do interviews with online magazines and I'll do podcasts with other podcasters, but I'm good. Like, I don't need to be way out there and being reported on every night and being in people's feeds. And so he said this about him and they said this about her. And I don't want none of that. I'm good. I just want to enjoy my life, enjoy my family, my friends. I'm good. I don't need all the extra stuff that comes with being United States famous or world famous. I'm good. So that got me thinking, like, is there this level of like, we always have to grow, right? This last year, like 2025 was amazing. Like all the years have been amazing, but this last year we we really grew into a bigger, like, we got more equipment, we got more weddings. We just expanded our brand, and it was really nice. It was really nice to book more shows, but this year I kinda said, "Here's how many weddings we're gonna do. I don't wanna book more than that. Let's just keep ourselves at the same level we did last year." But what I'm finding is, like, if you wanna just stay the same, there's, like, all these outside pressures that you'll come across, like, and maybe that comes from, like, being in school when you're young, like, well, you're in 3rd grade and then you go to 4th grade. You do that, and now you go to 5th grade. Now you go to 6th grade. So, maybe that's just a natural progression that we have to do as humans, like, if if you did this many shows, this many weddings last year, you have to raise your price up here, and you have to do this many more shows because that's just the way it is, and you have to continually grow, 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 and this last year, I was so happy. I said, Let's just stay what we're doing. It's working. Why do we have to switch everything up? Like every year, we got to, now we're going to do 200 weddings. It's like, no, no, let's do quality. We're going to do quality weddings and we're going to keep it that way. I want to talk to each couple. I want to figure out their needs. Every couple is different. Every human is different. Different needs, different desires, right? I mean, so I kept thinking, I was like, can we just take a break? Like, can we just take 1 year where we don't grow? We're not forced to do continually. We hit this goal. Now we got to hit this goal. And then we hit this goal. We got to go to this goal now. And then in 5 years, we got to hit this goal. It's like, maybe with some things, can we just like, just enjoy like a year off like that? I was just thinking about that. I was like, wouldn't it be nice to just take a year off from having to continually grow or having to continually do this, but just kind of just stay there for a year, reflect, be like, I really enjoyed this. This was a really nice year. I'm liking this year. Let's see what happens. These are kind of our goals. We want to hit pretty much the same thing we did last year. We'll just stay at that. We did what we did best and we'll just stay at that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a lot of pressures that are constantly, everything's got to go up. Everything's got to go up. It's the next year is another year. It's another number. Inflation, prices, everything's got to go up. And I just thought to myself this last year, like, let's just keep 2026 the same as 2025. If it works, great. If it doesn't, in 2027, we'll just go up again and continually raise things up. So I don't know. I say let's take a year, reflect, and enjoy. So, excuse me. With that being said, oh, I wanted to show you this right here. This is the article from Bold Magazine. I'm going to pull it down and show you here. I framed these because this is the first one. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it, kind of a reflection of light, but this is a really cool article they wrote, and it's just kind of an introduction to my brand and like kind of my morning routines, I guess, and kind of like my style, and then just kind of my focus now, like with the podcast and stuff. It's like, well, I do this every day or every week, and I want to be a little more relaxed looking. But with the weddings and stuff, I really like to dress up, wear a nice tie, nice suit, mix and match my colors a little bit, and then my trademark hat up top there. I wear that hat because it reminds me of the best of the best. Um, a lot of people say it reminds them of like Frank Sinatra. A lot of people say Michael Jackson. A lot of people say Bruno Mars. Like, honored. Those guys had the highest of standards with music and their style, and and if you want to compare me to that, I love it. Here, I'll bring this one up here, right here, and then this is the other side of the article right here. You can kind of see it there too. Um, so yeah, this was written last month, no, 2 months ago. Well, about last month, I guess it was published. Um, and I love these because I tell myself, like, you know, you gotta frame your successes, right? I mean, if you get a magazine article, you gotta have it printed and put it in a frame and put it in your office and, you know, look at it every day, like, hey, I did something. I did something this year. So um and then also this last year, Gemma magazine, is a fashion magazine. They did a really nice article on me this year about continually like a look that people see and they think of you. And they are saying, "Hey, you really have a great fashion sense as a DJ. You're always looking good. You're always like you have your own unique look. So we want to write an article about that." And I was like, "Thank you guys. Like that's awesome." So that is online. And then a couple days ago, I did an article with Voyage Washington, um, and they're just highlighting entrepreneurs, people that are making a difference, people that are succeeding out in the Pacific Northwest. So hopefully that'll be out in the next few weeks or so. I don't know. I never pressure people with articles. I say, take your time. You need anything from me, I'm here for you. So, that's the best way I look at everything. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that because, like, I think, like, if you do something like entertainment, I think people like naturally think you're supposed to be famous and world famous, and I see so many like musicians that are just in the local scene and they're so good. And like I have a lot of different friends on Facebook that I'm always talking to. I'm seeing them do local shows, and I think it's great. And that's one of those things where it's like it's okay to be famous in the Northwest and just be that. Like for me, I love to be able to DJ every week, to be able to DJ every couple days a week. I love to do that, and for me, it's like being able to do what I love, I think creates a better show, a better presentation. People know, like, like we've all been to a show, we've been somewhere where somebody's performing and we're like, I don't think they really practice, or is this their first show? Cause they seem really nervous. Like, we know, like, we've seen so many different entertainers. We've seen so many different, like, we've heard so much different music, and we pretty much know, like, okay, this person, they do this all the time. I can tell. Like, they just have a presence about them. So, that's something that I try to work on every performance is how do I become better after each performance? How do I continually work towards a better performance, or not necessarily work towards a better performance, but how do I consistently perform on a good level? You know, I don't wanna be selling out arenas DJing. That's not my focus. My focus is, 100, 200 people at a wedding. That's my crowd. I love those crowds. 150, 150, somewhere in there, I'm totally fine with that. I love those crowds. So, I just say, like, if you're good at something, just do it, and if you're able to do it every day and you're lucky enough to have found something that you love to do and get paid for it, then I think that's like that's the ultimate fame, you know? That's the ultimate fame. So, yeah, so if you are an artist, if you're a DJ and you're thinking to yourself, "Gosh, I just wanna be more famous," like, I don't know. Just focus on what you do best and focus on the area that you do it best. So, trying to go around and trying to conquer the whole world or the US or whatever, it's cool, but I just prefer to I love the Pacific Northwest. I love the people out here. I've been DJing out here for years, and like every show, every wedding, all the different things, they're so much fun. And I am truly blessed and lucky to do what I love and to be able to do it continually year after year. Um, I consider myself very fortunate. So all right. That being said, thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate it greatly. Do all the YouTube, Spotify, all that stuff. Just like, subscribe, drop some questions in there, drop some show ideas, all that good stuff. We will see you next week. Bye.